Hey, how's it going, you guys? My name is Demize, and in this video we'll be going over the latest update to my Terraria Maker website, which is actually from like a year ago, but I'm finally making videos again, so yeah, here we are. If you didn't already know, I started working on the first version of this website almost 2 years ago now, and it allows you to basically preview any and all visual items for your character in Terraria, without having to actually be in the game or having to get each and every single item or die in the game, which there are a lot of. In this current version of the website, which I finished almost a year ago now, I've added a ton more features, which I'm going to be talking about in this video, with the most requested feature being the ability to download an image of the character you make so that you can use them as an avatar on your favorite websites, or to just show off your character, or however you wish really. But I guess before we get to that, I'll give you an overview of the rest of the new features so that you can learn about how to use them before downloading your final creation. To begin with, I finally categorized every single item to their appropriate slot so that now if you want to scroll through all the possible options of wings or capes or headpiece items in the game, you can do that very easily by simply expanding said category in the item selection area. Of course, like before, you can simply use the search option and the categories will automatically expand or disappear depending on the matching results for your search query. So if you already have an item in mind, you can simply search for it directly and apply it to your character quicker and easier. And you can also perform the same type of search in the die section, otherwise the dies are listed alphabetically and you can just scroll through them all manually. The other great thing about categories is that you can easily tell which slot on the character the item will apply to, or replace if you already have an item in that slot applied. Another big feature added in this update, which I think makes the website pretty much 99% accurate to the in-game customization, is that you can now adjust your eye color and character skin color just like in the game itself. As you can see, there's two separate color pickers for each of them, and they mimic the unique color scaling that Terraria has pretty well in my opinion. You also of course have the option of toggling these two slots on or off, along with all the other character slots, so you can have enabled the items or parts of the character that you want on display, and then have the rest of them disabled. Item slots are automatically enabled on your character when you click on an item or die for a slot that was previously disabled, so that you can immediately see the new changes that you made to your loadout. And another new feature that's right next to the toggle button is the lock button, which allows you to lock items in, letting you use the randomize buttons at the very bottom, which randomizes dies or items in slots that are not currently locked. In previous versions, you had to toggle off the item completely for it to not be affected by the randomize buttons, but this is obviously a better solution because it allows you to lock the items in on your character that you are confident with, and lets you randomize the other parts of your character that you're unsure of, so that you can experiment with different looks. Now the last thing I'm going to touch on before the download feature is the most visually obvious, which is the addition of biome backgrounds behind the character. Currently, I've added 9 biome images that you can choose from that displays in the background of your character to make it look more interesting, and you can also choose to display each biome with or without a matching tree. So now you can show off your character in whatever environment best matches with your theme, which I think is pretty cool and adds another layer of personality. And finally, the download feature should ideally be easy to use, but basically all you need to do is select your desired resolution anywhere from 400 to 1000 pixels squared, and select which view you want the character to be captured from. The current view option, as the name suggests, downloads the image as displayed on the website, while the zoomed in view option enlarges your character and all its items, focusing from about the waist up in the center of the image. So go ahead and download both versions and then decide which one you like more, as each person probably prefers one view over the other. The default file name for the image is the short URL with a space instead of a /, so that you can easily reload the character you downloaded on the website without having to reselect all of the items and dies over again in the future. Or you could choose to name it whatever you like, but I do recommend keeping that short URL text at the end of the file name, so that like I said, if in the future you want to edit your character again on the website, you could do so much quicker. And if you didn't know, the short URL dynamically updates depending on what items you have enabled on your character, so you can easily share your loadout by copying the URL to your clipboard, or sharing it on Twitter with these two buttons that are right next to it. I think that pretty much covers all the new and some old features of the website, so if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. The Terraria Maker website does look best on Chrome and works just fine on Firefox and other major desktop browsers, but it doesn't always work too well on mobile platforms like your phone, so using the site on your laptop or desktop is recommended. And if you have any suggestions for the website, no matter how small, whether it be new biome background ideas or ideas for new features, do let me know because I'm always looking for new ways to improve the site and make it better for the community. And lastly, I just want to say thank you if you've been subscribed to me for a while. As you know, I haven't been making videos for a bit, but hopefully you won't be disappointed with what I have in store for you guys. As always, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and yeah, have a nice day. Feels good saying that.